This is Talk Business and Politics with Roby Brock.
And welcome to the program. I'm Roby Brock. Glad to have you with us. I am joined by Kane Webb. He is the director of the Arkansas Department of Parks and Tourism. Good to have you with us.
Thanks for having me, Roby.
You don't look like you've gotten much sleep this past week.
It's been an eventful few days.
We've jacked you up with some coffee
I
here.
appreciate that, yeah.
That's good. Well, let's begin, first of all, the scare at the Salt Bowl this past previous weekend. Give me the official assessment of what happened.
Well, it's still, the investigation's ongoing now, and what we do know is luckily what didn't happen. There were no major injuries, no one, thank God, no fatalities, and everyone was reunited with their families, and they were safe and sound. We definitely know people heard people say, gun, gun. We have that on video. We have no evidence of a gun. We have no evidence there wasn't a gun. It's just kind of a big what happened where situation right now. It was certainly the fear of a threat contributed to the mass exodus. We know that much. So,
Is it possible, though, if the investigation is still going on, that a gun did go off?
You know, anything's possible. We just haven't seen or found any evidence of that so far. Yeah, I mean, anything is possible at this point.
You have probably heard from some legislators as a result of this. This could have happened anywhere in Arkansas, quite frankly. Maybe not around 38,000 people at a high school football game, but there are high school football games every Friday night. Should there be a law that prohibits guns at a school function like this, even when it's off campus?
You know, frankly, I think yes. Speaking for me, I think that when you get a crowd that size, this could have happened not just anywhere in Arkansas. I think it could have happened anywhere in the country. And you know, this is the first time it's happened at a stadium that I can remember. And we did have a big crowd there, unfortunately. You know, until then, it was a wonderful night. The kids were having a great time, and we had the biggest high school football crowd in the history of the state. So, you know, now we can learn from this and go on. I think the legislators that I've heard from are concerned about security for sure, as they should be, as we all are. How do we prevent this from happening? How do we, you know, raise confidence that something like that could not happen? So we're looking into that.
So you have discussed some new security measures that will go into place. Outline for me, I think it's three big things.
Yeah, we've got three things that we can put in place immediately this week, and we're going to do that. We're taping on Thursday. I think, you know, this will happen Friday. There's a high school game out there. We're going to make have an open or a clear bag policy for everyone, which is kind of the standard now, especially in college football, college events. So that will be instituted for all athletic events, not just Razorback events. We're going to do the security wand on every patron. In the past, we've kind of done random wanding. You know, we've had the bag check and then the random wanding.
You see somebody with some bulge in their jacket
something like,
their pocket.
What's going on there? But now we're going to be quick about it. We're going to make sure everyone gets the wand.
I think people would be okay with it taking a little bit longer to get in if it was a safety issue.
I think so, Roby, and we're trying to put out the word that since we're going to be doing these things, you want to allow a little extra time. Expect a few extra seconds, a couple of extra minutes of getting in the stadium. And then the third thing that we're going to do is kind of tighten up on the loitering in the concourse, especially at the high school games where, you know, they're not in their seats, they're not getting a hot dog, they're not using the bathroom. There's just a lot of activity down there. You know, get to your seats.
Kids call that hanging out.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And when I was a kid, I was guilty of it too. But it kind of, you know, it's an environment that can lead to some things happening.
Is it too soon to say that that's going to be enough? Do you need more resources for that facility?
Well, we could always use more resources, but it is probably too soon to say. We are looking at what some security upgrades would cost us. We were in the midst of going ahead and upgrading security, some other updates for the stadium that we had some grant money set aside for, and we're going to speed those up a little bit. But yeah, we're going to look and see what we need to do in the near future to make that a more secure facility. It's a 70-year-old stadium, and it has 70-year-old issues, and we need to bring it into the 21st century.
All right. He's Kane Webb. He's with the Arkansas Department of Parks and Tourism. We're going to take a quick break, but we're going to come back and actually talk some tourism, not security.
All right.
Here. So a quick commercial break. We're back with Kane Webb and more right after this. And welcome back to the program. I'm with Kane Webb. He is the director of the Arkansas Department of Parks and Tourism. let's talk some tourism.
Yeah,
We're heading
let's
into
do
the
it.
fall.
Yeah.
Post Labor Day will be the big kickoff for the fall tourism campaign. What is the big
season.
draw or big draws for Arkansas in the fall versus, say, the spring?
Well, one of the things we have is our natural beauty and the color in the fall. People like to get out and drive and see the color, and we're trying to capture some of that. Okay, we've got a fall campaign for you that starts this month, September. So I got a little trivia for you.
Oh,
all right.
oh,
Okay.
you're quizzing me.
I'm going to quiz you.
Let me tell you how this show works, Kane, okay?
So we had a study from Microsoft about the attention span of human beings and the attention span of other animals. How long is the attention span of a goldfish, if you were to guess?
Of a goldfish?
Of a goldfish.
I'm going to say 30 seconds.
9 seconds.
9, really? Okay.
Attention span of a human being.
3. I'm serious. I got kids, man. I can tell you how long
Adult,
they stay
it's
focused on-
8 seconds.
8
so we have a
seconds.
slightly less attention span than a goldfish. The point is we're going to have some digital marketing spots that are 6 seconds long, and they're very effective. But it tells you.
You're leaving a little on the table, aren't you?
Yeah, we're leaving 2 seconds to get yourself something to drink. But it tells you where we're at as far as how we market everything these days, especially on TV and trying to get people's attention. So we're going to start some of those this fall. We're gearing up a road trip campaign because more and more people are traveling in the car for the variety of reasons. It's hard to go to the airport, check your bags. You got to wait there. You got to wait to get your bags. You've got the flexibility in the car, packing what you want, stopping along the way. So we're seeing a huge spike in the number of people who are hitting the road and driving. 8 hours is nothing, and Arkansas is primarily a drive-to state, and we think we can take advantage of that.
So this new digital ad campaign, and you've got a new website too
We did.
that's got some new bells and whistles on it.
Yes,
and
we
you spent
did.
a pretty penny on it.
We
so
did.
Tell me what it does. That is an improvement from where you were.
Yeah, we have a new digital partner in Miles Partnership, which does a lot of tourism branding all over the country and all over the world. And we have same name, different websites. Arkansas.com, which is really kind of the tourism website, and ArkansasStateParks.com, which obviously does the state parks. And we relaunched those in July. And I'm not a technophobe, but I am not a technologically savvy type. So my instruction was, I want this easier to use. I want to be able to get from A to B without going to A and a half.
Yeah.
And they did that. They cleaned it up. It's got a better flow to it. You can get the industry partners can get their customers where they need them more quickly, and we're seeing the data on that already. We're seeing reservations spike on the state park side because it's easier to navigate. We've done it's called Crowd Riff, where people can send in photos, and we have kind of user generated art on the site. And I think if you go there, it's just an all-around better experience and easier to navigate.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so people can check that out at arkansas.com or ArkansasStateParks.com. Lastly, there is going to be a ballot initiative on, more than likely on the ballot this fall to expand casinos in the state of Arkansas. Are you or the industry going to take a position on this?
I haven't yet. I've read the ballot issue, and I'm trying to figure out the numbers on it, whether it would really help or not. We saw the report that DFNA came out with that showed initially general revenue would take a hit, but that doesn't allow for growth. As an old horse racing fan at Oaklawn, I am excited about even more purse money, attracting even better horses there. I think that would be good for the racetrack, but I'm still kind of digesting it at this point.
All right, but we may see you take a position on this at some point in time. Is that what I can say?
If I go when I go to the poll, I will probably vote. Yes, Roby. How about that?
Oh my gosh! All right, we're coming back to Kane Webb on that one later, before November 6th for sure. All right, thank you so much for being
having
here.
me, man.
Appreciate your leadership on the Salt Bowl scare there as well too.
Thanks,
Thank
Roby.
you for being with us on that. All right, we are back with more right after this word from our sponsors. Don't go away.